Well, the Takarazuka Kinen has concluded, and I'm gonna have to apologize in advance. I'm not gonna be my uh, most spirited self here, and the reason why is because the Takarazuka Kinen uh, was absolutely nothing short of one of the most amazing races I've ever watched. I feel like there was a very good plan going in. It was executed perfectly. Unfortunately, while the Takarazuka Kinen is undoubtedly one of the most amazing races I've watched, it is also the most tragic one. My universe, who was number 15, did not finish the race. Unfortunately, right as they entered right as they were entering the fourth corner, he walked off, and shortly after, he passed away. Now, I do want to be very clear about one thing. There are some pictures floating around of Norihiro, who was my universe's jockey, maybe wearing a big grin on his face, mostly congratulating Yutaka Take on his win. Spoiler alert, Meisho Tabaru won the race. And obviously this might upset some people, right? Because my universe died, and here he is wearing a big old grin on his face. But there is video footage floating around. For the people that were able to witness this, you couldn't really tell. You couldn't really. My universe died from acute heart failure shortly after the race concluded. As he was walked off the track, they put up some black curtains around him. They lowered the curtains. They got him up, and he's walking just fine. And for a lot of onlookers, and I'm sure for Norihiro, there was probably a sense of relief at this moment in time that my universe seemed okay. My universe has passed away due to acute heart failure. But despite this, I do think that the Takarazuka Kinen is cause for celebration. It was a very good race, and I feel like we should mourn the loss of my universe as well as congratulate Meisho Tabaru on the win, on top of just being able to recognize how insane of a race it truly was. This was the field for the Takarazuka Kinen. If you're not familiar with the Takarazuka Kinen, it is one of the two Grand Prix races in Japan. The second Grand Prix race is the Arima Kinen, and the first one here is in the half-year mark in June, the Takarazuka Kinen. Both races are ginormous races, and most of the horses attending are fan voted in. And if they're not fan voted in, then they're allowed to race based off their earnings. Without a doubt, this is one of the strongest fields that you have ever seen in this year of Japanese horse racing. And you can kind of see that over here if you take a look at the favorites to win. First up is Croix du Nord with Yuichi Kitamura on the jockey. And we have a 2.5 to 1 odds. Now, Croix du Nord is sired by Kitasan Black. Not only that, he is attempting the first time ever Spring Triple Crown. Osaka High, Tenosho Spring, and the Takarazuka Kinen. No horse in JRA history has ever won these three G1 races and claimed the Spring Triple Crown. And unfortunately, there is still yet to be a horse that has claimed the Spring Triple Crown. Not only is he attempting the Spring Triple Crown, but he's also attempting the fifth G1 win under his belt. So Croix du Nord was far and away the favorite, so much so, okay, you have to know this. You have to understand as well that everyone was rooting for him. Who wouldn't want to put money on a horse that would be the first time ever Spring Triple Crown winner. This user pushed that to the extreme. Croix du Nord was the favorite to win, and he was probably sitting at around 2.3 to 1 odds. He bet 100 million Japanese yen on Croix du Nord. That is around 630,000 US dollars, which is nothing short of insane. At the time that he placed his bet, I was actually streaming, and it was late at night. It was around 11 p.m. And we saw his odds jump from 2.5 or 2.4 down to 1.1, which was absolutely mind-blowing. Absolutely just insane. And it turned out it was because of this dude. Croix du Nord was the faraway favorite for this race, but wasn't too far ahead in terms of odds from Meisho Tabaru. Meisho Tabaru is jockeyed by Yuta Katake, the GOAT of Japanese horse racing, sired by Gold Ship, so has stay gold blood in his genes. And this would be the second G1 win he'd be attempting. Now, you might think second G1, that's not too crazy. He's not like that amazing. Well, I mean, first of all, he won. But not only did he win this Takarazuka Kinen, he is the reigning champ. He is the defending champ. He won the 2025 Takarazuka Kinen. And in fact, that is his only G1 win. If you're new to horse racing, which I am as well, but my chat taught me, you ought to know that basically the stay gold bloodline runs incredibly deep for specifically the Takarazuka Kinen, or rather Hanshin racecourses. If you take a look at the Takarazuka Kinen alone, you have Dream Journey 2009 winner, Nakayama Festa, Orfev, Gold Ship back to back. Okay. And now, after 11 years, Meisho Tabaru has achieved the same exact thing that his father achieved 11 years ago, which is nothing short of crazy. As far as the other favorites, you did have Museum Mile. Museum Mile is, I mean, a monster of a horse. He won the Satsuki show. He won the Arima Kinen. And so this would be his third G1 win that he'd be attempting. His other G1 performances were very close. Apparently, Danon Dezal kind of crept up on him in odds. I guess very close to the race start, which wasn't the case before. I believe Danon Dezal was like 4th or 5th favorite. But Danon Dezal is one of my personal favorites because, I mean, just look at his photos. First of all, he's a beautiful red horse with red hair, right? So cool. Sired by Epiphania. But if you take a look at Danon Dezal, he is the source of like why people say I curse the horses that I bet on, because I bet on him probably in the Japan Cup, Arima Kinen, and the Osaka High. And unfortunately, on all these 3 G1 races, he placed 3rd. Danon Dezal, even though he's placed back-to-back thirds, right? He is a Derby horse. He is a Dubai Shima Classic winner. He went overseas. He beat Calandigan. Danon Dezal absolutely could win this race, and that's why he was the number 3 favorite. Regulera is the only mare on this field, and Regulera is also nothing short of amazing. If you take a look at Hopeful Stakes, right? You take a look at her performance in the Arima Kinen 2024, Sankei Show All-Comers, Queen Elizabeth II Cup. Unfortunately, while she was the favorite to win the 2025 Arima Kinen of last year, she did place 4th. This was with Christophe Lumaire. The reason why I believe she was 5th favorite for a lot of people, including me, these are my predictions, by the way. I had Croix du Nord as number 1, Museum Mile as number 2, Meisho Tabaru as my number 3, Danon Dezal as my number 4, right? And Regulera, unfortunately, couldn't make the top 4. She would be in the 5. I could put her as a tie to Denan Dazal, but the biggest reason why I didn't was because Regadera is on the 17th gate. And generally speaking, if you don't know, starting on the outer gates is bad, because if you start on the outer gates, especially if you race on that lane for throughout the entire race, you're just racing a longer race. There's a fight for the lead. There's a fight for getting into first place, and you are unfortunately disadvantaged the further you are from the inner rail. And then finally, you have My Universe, who has been putting up some really cool performances. He won the Nikkei show very decisively, very handily, right? With 1.5 lengths. Okay. He's also won the Wangen Stakes, the Kujukyuri Tokubetsu, the Azusa show. I'm not particularly familiar with these races, but he's no stranger to winning. You know what I mean? And he was actually a very good favorite to win. If you take a look over here, we took note of the workouts. My Universe actually put up some crazy numbers. He put 11.4 on 1 furlong. On the 6 furlong, put up 78.6. And you tell me what other horse puts 78.6 on 6 furlongs. That is insane. That is nothing short of, I keep saying that, but it's amazing, right? It is absolutely crazy. My Universe not only put up some really good times, My Universe also put up 12 kilos. This is usually a good thing. It means that, they've been bulking up. They've been building a lot of muscle. Maybe had something to do with the acute heart failure. I don't know. And I don't want to blame anyone without knowing the facts. Nobody really wanted My Universe to pass, right? I think that should be the obvious truth. He had incredible performance in the workout. I believe for Louis, a HoloLive VTuber who we regard in this community as a horse racing expert, also had My Universe as their 4th favorite. That should say a lot. Let's take a look at the final stretch, courtesy of JRA Special. So this is the 4th corner, right? And you have Yuta Katake over here in the pink helmet. Number 9, Cosmo Kuranda, is in the lead and has been leading pretty much throughout the entire race. Yuta Katake and Meisho Tabaru are basically stalking Cosmo Kuranda. Now it is their time to strike. And you can see he finally pulls up, overtakes Croix du Nord, so painfully close at the end. So close. And unfortunately just was unable to close the gap. The thing about Meisho Tabaru, not only is he a stay gold, or rather the son of Goldship, Meisho Tabaru just really knows the Hanshin racecourse like the back of his hoof, right? He is, without a doubt, the Hanshin merchant. He knows how to race this, and it's not like an easy race to race. Like, if you look at Game Tora, right, look at this uphill section right over here, right before the finish line. A lot of horses, do not handle this uphill section very well. With this stretch, it's kind of long, it's kind of crazy, right? It is great for Meisho Tabaru because what it allows for him to do is, even though he did start at a really bad gate, number 16, he was able to use this initial stretch to find himself a position and sit himself comfortably behind Cosmo Kuranda, who would then go lead on the rest of this race. And his expertise on this racecourse is in full display here, frankly. Here we have Yuta Katake's jockey cam. We're at the final corner. We have Meisho Tabaru turning it on now. Let's go. Start boosting. 63. He overtakes. 200 meters left. We hit the uphill. This is where things slow down. Things slow down on this uphill. But That said, you still got to hold it out. And even though Croix du Nord came exceptionally close to grabbing that first place, unfortunately, he was not able to close it out. And yeah, I mean, we have a back-to-back Takarazuka Kinen winner. Unfortunately, I don't have Louis' bets, but I do have mine, and I won. I didn't really do too well over here on the play show or this one, right? I mean, like, I bet 40, I got back like $18 profit, but I did win my trifecta, which I'm pretty happy, I'm pretty proud of. We got basically Meisho Tabaru and Croix du Nord in first and second, and here we got Meisho Tabaru in first, second Croix du Nord, right? And then third place was Danon Desile. And yes, that means that Danon Desile was third place yet again. And it also means that he has 4 G1s in a row where he has collected the bronze. So if you're looking for like a nice nature horse in today's modern age, that is Danon Desile in a nutshell. Here's some facts, here's some memes. We got Nakayama-san. Though Croix du Nord lost, he is still the closest horse to almost achieve the grueling spring Triple Crown schedule. 3 races in just 3 months with these distances. His consistency is pretty much unheard of, and I agree. I mean, that you can't argue with the facts. First, second. Again, back-to-back months is very, very crazy, and absolutely a huge congratulations to Croix du Nord for completing the tour and completing the tour safely, as well as being the closest horse to achieve this goal. Kontena-san has a picture of Yutaka Take with a victory pose. Very cool. And yes, this is the first father-son pair to both win the Takarazuka Kinen back to back. Gold Chip won back to back 2013, 2014, and Meisho Tabaru won back to back 25 and 26. Here we have SB, who gave or put a translation of the post-race interview. The interviewer says, right before the gates opened, the heavens just completely opened up on us. Tell us, Yutaka, what was going through your mind when that sudden downpour hit? So if you don't know, just as the race was about to begin, this happened. So these people do not have an umbrella, and it's so sad. The turf took a beating, let's just say, from this very, very heavy rain. And according to Rini, I heard the weather cleared up after the race, like it literally just had to rain during the race itself. Yeah, kind of insane. Yutaka Take, honestly, it felt like Chairman Matsumoto, who is the owner of the Meisho horses, right? Or the late owner, I should say, he's dead, was looking down on us from heaven, making it rain himself. He passed away just last year, actually, in 2025. Jaja Mount has a very cute illustration. Here you have Matsumoto-san, making it rain over here. And we have a really nice photo from Akauni294. Very nice photo of Yutaka Take and Meisho Tabaru cutting through the rain, right? Another very cute illustration from Tyrant 777. If you guys enjoyed this horse race recap, make sure you guys like and sub. Hopefully you guys can share some thoughts and prayers for my universe and his caretakers. I'm sure they're pretty devastated of the loss, but also, appreciate the win for what it was, because this race was great. It was amazing, and I am absolutely happy that I was able to share my reaction with all of you guys, and hopefully I can do that for future races. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like and sub. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.